Bring it in, Michael Hotard back here for another No Huddle with Bayou Report. Let's go ahead and start this off with a trivia question. This pertains to the NBA playoffs. It's only been done a handful of times, but how many teams in NBA history have made it to 4 straight finals? That answer coming up later on this segment.
To inbound. Back to Doncic. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer! Let's go!
The 21-year-old megastar for the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic. The Mavericks are set to play Game 5 tonight in what has been an incredibly competitive series with the Clippers. I recently wrote a column about Doncic, which you can find on Bayou Report, and I vaguely touch on the tools he has and the mental makeup he has, which is something a lot of stars take years to develop. In fact, Michael Jordan echoed those same sentiments. One of the things I want to talk about is something that happened at the Republican National Convention. The words of Herschel Walker. Now you can see the quote on the screen here, and it alludes to the fact that the NBA players aren't doing anything or athletes aren't doing anything. They're simply just wearing shirts with logos or stickers that talk about certain injustices that happen in this country, and that they're not actually creating real change. It's a tone-deaf and downright ignorant comment. The reality is, this is an echo of many of those who carry the same opinion about athletes, that they don't do anything, they're just talking. Just look up the number of charities these guys create. Just look up the number of charities that these guys help aid. Let's take LeBron, for example. Just a couple of years ago, he pledged $40 million to help inner city kids with education. He has his own foundation now because of that. They help get kids into college. They help provide scholarship funding. They help provide tutoring. Kevin Durant, just this year alone, donated $10 million to help similar causes. And we've seen other NBA players like Isaiah Thomas, like Steph Curry, like John Wall. They all fund these programs to help the inner cities. They all fund programs that go beyond the inner cities. And then we can even take the focal point of this all and what sort of catapulted it into the discussion it is today. Colin Kaepernick. You can knock him all you want. I have in the past. But one thing's for sure. He's put his money where his mouth is. He pledged a $1 million donation once he started the protests. He fulfilled that pledge. So when people like Herschel go on national television and grandstand that athletes need to do more, you're not only wrong, you're being willfully ignorant. So for those who subscribe to that message, you have every right to back it. I not only have every right to call you willfully ignorant, I have every right to call you dense and an idiot. Because all it takes is 2 seconds to research, that statement doesn't hold water at all. Over the weekend, All Elite Wrestling hosted a Saturday night version of their normal Wednesday programming of AEW Dynamite. And spoiler alert, the show ended with the Exalted One, Brody Lee, standing tall over Cody and the rest of his family after he beat Cody for the TNT Championship. One of the things I herald so much about AEW is their ability to tell stories. They don't have to be gimmicky, they don't have to be everything that WWE is, and I love that about them. And apparently so do other fans, as they've smacked around WWE's NXT in the Wednesday Night War ratings. Let's go back to our trivia question from the beginning of the segment. I asked, how many teams have gone on to 4 straight NBA finals in the history of the league? It's only happened 6 times by 5 franchises. And you can see that list here, and it's ironic because 3 of them have taken place within the last decade alone. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the No Huddle. For Bayou Report, I'm Michael Hotard, and for more you can visit us at BayouReport.com/sports.